Hello everyone and welcome back to another edition of West Ham Fan TV's post-match pint, the only West Ham United post-match football show on the internet. We've just come back from London Stadium where we unfortunately were defeated 2-1 Manchester United. Ryan, take us through the starting lineup.
Fabianski in goal, Soufal right back, Zuma coming in for his Premier League debut alongside of Bonner. Creswell on the left, Fornals on the right of midfield, Souček, Rice, Vlasic on the left, and Benrahma and Bowen up top. It looked like he went 4-4-2 at the beginning, but it sort of turned into 5 in midfield with Bowen up top. But yeah, look, great to see Zuma coming in, rightly so. I said to Scott on Friday Night Pint, you don't spend that much money on a quality defender like that and leave him out of the team for someone like Dawson. Dawson's done well for us, but you've got to have Zuma starting. Him and Ogbonna today, I know we're talking about the game, but him and Ogbonna were solid together.
Yeah. I don't know where to start. It was a tough one, wasn't it? It was a tough one to take in the end. It was a good game of football, to be fair. It was a really end-to-end game of football. I think the Ronaldo circus come into town, but I think they controlled the initial 15 minutes. We couldn't really get any sort of rhythm, and then all of a sudden a mistake or two from United, and we did start getting into the rhythm, didn't we? Yeah,
I think when you play top teams like United with the quality they've got on the pitch, you've got to pick up the scraps and hope that they do make mistakes and force them into errors. I mean, I thought we were, from the tempo from the beginning of the game was, and I predicted on Friday Night Pint, we've done our predictions, I said a very entertaining 2-2 draw, and I was so close to getting that, but I knew it was going to be an entertaining game today because you've got two teams that want to play football on the floor, and you know, we showed our qualities, but look, at the end they've showed their quality more, and I just thought it was we started off well. We haven't let anyone down today.
We played our game plan. I think we pressed them. We tried to force mistakes, and once we capitalised those mistakes, we broke. And that was the big thing, I think. And we saw it against Zagreb. Our strengths is that counter attack to us. Our counter attack is deadly, and that's what Southampton nullified by sitting back. And I knew that we'd have a lot more joy against Man United because they would be more expansive. Yeah. And it's just that lack of a killer in the box like an Antonio is what cost us, because I thought for a lot of the game we had the better chances, especially that first half. So you know, I mean, we can't be too sad, I think, at the end of it. And I think Moyes got it right. I think he did the best he could today with the players that he had available to him, and we so could have easily won that game if things went our way.
I don't think Bowen done himself any harm to that. I thought he worked his socks off today. And,
I thought he run that line brilliantly.
It's always tough when you're playing up top on your own and you're not used to play. I mean, someone like Antonio would bully. Bowen's not that sort of player, so he's got to find that space. And there was a few times. I mean, he had one where he mishit it. On another day, he puts that in. It's just one of them days. I thought Vlasic, glimpses of him. I think he's still got to settle in. You know, he's only played that's his second game now for us.
Second start, yeah.
Yeah, so but it looks like he's got the quality there. Benrahma is just Benrahma. You know, I was pleased with his performance today. Good spells. You know, he's trying to make things happen. The thing is, we've gone toe to toe with United and we've tried to do it on the floor. I said to Nicky that if we're going to win this game today, the way it was looking, that we was going to try to nick it off a set piece. Someone like a Souček or a Zuma trying to...
We barely had any of them, did we?
Nah.
We barely had any set pieces.
To be fair, I was encouraged by today because I'll be honest, I didn't give us no chance today without Antonio. Yeah, and it's just because Man United are full of quality. I thought we'd struggle to sort of like, without Antonio, I thought we'd struggle to create chances. They've got such a good, like, when you think about their back four, there's such a good back four. Luke Shaw, Maguire, Varane. Varane's a world-class player, you know what I mean? And Wan-Bissaka, who's quick.
And that's what I said to you during the game, innit? Wan-Bissaka, if that one-on-one, you're not going to beat him for pace. The only player that we'd have that would probably beat him for pace is Antonio, and we haven't got that today.
Well, Frederick, yeah.
But that's the thing. So they've got such a good back four, and I thought a lack of potency up front. I thought we'd struggle a little bit to make chances, but we didn't. And that was the thing that I'll take a lot of positives out today. I mean, a lot of positives out today. I think we went toe to toe with probably one of the best teams in the country, and didn't do ourselves any harm, because man for man with we've got Ronaldo, Varane, Bruno Fernandes. I barely saw him today.
Do you know, I think it's the midfield where we're outclassed them. They've got McTominay and Fred. We've got Souček and Rice, and I thought that's really what gave us the edge.
Yeah, we broke up play a lot today, especially Declan Rice. I mean, we speak about him all the time and what he does and what he's good at doing, and he done that today. He breaks up play and he drives forward. Vlasic looking to get in the game. There was a couple of times where we can see it from the stands. You know, as players you can't always see it, but he could have played the through ball to Ben Rama sometimes. But
he just needs to get used to the strength of the Premier League, be a bit stronger, stay on his feet a little bit
to
more.
the pace. The Premier League's a different, totally different.
I see some people sort of questioning him, and you can't write off a player already.
No,
I think he's going to be
2 games.
No, that's it. He's had what, 1 sub appearance and 2 starts. That's it.
Even Haller got 10 games under Nicky.
Yeah, I thought we started the game after that first 15-20 minutes. The crowd got up for it and all of that sort of thing. And then I think we created the better chance. We had a couple of opportunities. Souček put one just over the bar after a save, I think, from De Gea. We just couldn't. We just didn't seem to be able to wrap that. And then all of a sudden, Ben Rama pops up. Big deflection, I know, but I think that was going in.
It was going in the other side. The other side. It was.
It was a big deflection. Puts us 1-0 up. And from there, I thought, right, hold this for 10 minutes now. Hold this for 10 minutes and we've got a good chance. But, of course, it's that man, isn't it? And like, if you want to talk about what Ronaldo is now, he's a poacher, isn't he?
Yeah, he's a goal scorer, isn't he? Look, whatever people were saying that he ain't going to do it of course he's going to do it in the Premier League. He's like I said to you during the game, didn't I? I couldn't believe his stats in Italy, 82 goals in 3 seasons. It's crazy. He just scores goals, and I think it was Flex that said it on the fan cam after that. He's not going to be the Ronaldo of old where he takes on 4 or 5 players, which he probably still could if he wanted to, but he's not going to beat a man and put a top corner. He's going to be there in the box tapping them in. And you look at I think that's 4 goals now, and since he's been back, you look at all of them, they've all been tapped in.
The thing is, see, I was with Saeed, the Man United fan, on the watch along, and when we scored, he said, Man United, we have a good record of responding quickly and scoring, and they did. But I just feel like...
And that's what top teams do.
Yeah, that's it. I just feel like Fabianski could have done better there. If you can't, I know it was a hard shot, but if you can't catch it, push it out.
I haven't seen the replay of it. I mean, he sort of fumbled it, and I think Scott said that he sort of hit his knee. And
it sort of hits. It's like it hits him, but it hits him with power, and it sort of bounces back. And you think if he maybe wraps his arms around it, pushes it out, does something.
The thing is, the pace of the shot, the slippy surface, it's tough for goalkeepers.
Near enough.
I think Fabianski pulled off a few good saves today.
Yeah, he did.
I think someone, I can't remember who it was now, that sort of slating him in the fan cams, but I thought he had a decent game. Apart from that little fumble, he pulled off some good saves. There was a couple of Ronaldo chances that he's tipped around the post. Overall, I think he's
that save first thing in the second half when he went through one-on-one.
That's what I'm saying.
Huge man.
Kurt Zuma today, I mean, as I said, you can't leave someone like that on the bench when you spend that money. He oozes class. I
told you though, didn't I? When he went through Ronaldo, I think it was 1-0 up at the time, and he got that tackle back.
Yeah.
He went past someone slid in. I think it was Soufal went in. He done him, and he was just about to pull the trigger. Zuma was there, gosh, like that. And I said to him, he's come from near enough midfield. I said, and Dawson would have still been there, unfortunately.
And that's what
knocked to Dawson.
That's what good players do.
I give Soufal some credit though for that, because even though he's sort of done Soufal's bought Zuma time to get back, and that's what he's done there. He's made Ronaldo have to step, move, and think about it, and Zuma's come back. And I thought them two together were brilliant. Soufal and
Zuma was class today, and he showed why we spent that sort of money. And there's people questioning, is he worth it? Of course, he's worth that sort of money. He played. He's played for a top team in Chelsea and won trophies. He's a France international.
I don't think I ever questioned his price tag. I just questioned whether we needed that in front of a £30 million centre forward, which we needed both, really.
We needed both, and him. It weren't. Do you know what I mean? It weren't just how good he was. His leadership, and I saw it in Zagreb, and I saw it again today. He's getting into players. He's calming them down. He's giving them instructions. His leadership at the back is essential.
He's like a leader at the back, like a captain. He tells people where to go. Ogbonna's been here 8 years, and Zuma's telling him what to do. But them two complemented each other perfectly today. And Creswell, I thought, had a sort of. He didn't have his best game. Still got forward a bit, whipped in the balls.
But why do we keep seeing these wayward balls where they're whipping a ball and it goes fucking miles out? Like, I've seen that a lot this season from Creswell. It's weird. He had such a good season last season.
Fornals as well was a bit quiet today. Every time he got the ball, they had 2 on him. You know, they've obviously marked him as a key player
against world-class opposition.
Yeah, and
it's world-class opposition. I think we've gone toe-to-toe with them today. A couple of years ago, we'd have gone toe-to-toe, even probably 2 years ago. We've gone toe-to-toe with them, we'd have got beat 6-0. And we go there today. I think we was unlucky last season. This season, no centre forward. I think we was well unlucky, and I think the boys should hold their heads up high because there's a lot of positives to take from that. You know what I mean? Like you lose the game, you lose the game, but I don't think there was a fan out there that was expecting not to lose the game when you lose Antonio. Anything else would have been a bonus.
Obviously, I'm disappointed in the result and the way the game ended. But
and I've got to say this, mate. They've gone 28 away games without losing.
Yeah, it's true.
You know what I mean? Like it's not a fluke. You know what I mean? They're a good team.
Well, whatever happens this season, we're not going to be the Invincibles, are we? So that's gone now. But look, we've had a good run. We've had a good run. It's been enjoyable to watch. It's a great time to be a West Ham fan at the moment. You know, there's a lot of positives to take from today. As you said, we've gone toe to toe with a team that's going to be up there at the end of the season.
It's a shame because when you look at the way the game goes, I think when Lingard come on, he got a wonderful round of, and rightly so as well. He was. Oh yeah. It was a reason why. One of the reasons why we was playing in Zagreb on Wednesday. It could have been one of the reasons why we'd have been going to Madrid last week rather than Zagreb. You know what I mean? Like, he was a wonderful player.
To be fair, when we signed him, we was fourth at the time.
Yeah, true.
But it was written in the stars, really, wasn't it? It was one of them things. It's football, the football gods, as they say.
It was hilarious because Man United fans, I was with one going, why are we bringing on Lingard and not Martial? Why are we bringing on Matic? Matic assists, Lingard.
The thing is with Jesse Lingard is that he had a great time here last season, and hopefully, then you never know, we might see him back here in January, but I think he's still an important player for Man United, and it showed today.
He didn't celebrate either.
No, and that's right. I mean, the players sort of pushed him into the fans, and because that's respect. He knows what we done for him last year. If it wasn't for us last year, he wouldn't have got in the England squad. He probably wouldn't even be United now.
Well, he wouldn't even have the chance.
What we done for his mental health as well by bringing him here. You don't know what state he could be in, but look, he's a top quality player, and he's someone that I hope that we can get back here in January if he wants to come, and if United want to release him. But look, as you said, it's written in the stars. It's a great finish, and look, respect to him for not celebrating. I didn't think he would. He's that type of player.
That was the one. I think that was the one blemish on Zuma's.
Just giving him too much space.
He's given him too much space. Showed him inside.
Yeah, but that's the thing. He's a new player. If it had been someone that was here last year, may not have shown him that sort of space. Do you know what I mean? Because they know what he can do from that sort of angle. It's a lovely finish. I'm going to give him that But to be fair to West Ham, that was the 90th minute. It's easy to put your head down there and even perhaps go 3-1 down and think, that's our chance done. But they didn't do that.
We don't do that anymore.
They went straight for the fucking kick. They went straight back, and we got a penalty. Now, what happened next? For me, I don't think we'll make a worse mistake than this season. I think it's bad management. And I say this with a heavy heart because we was in Zagreb on Thursday, and they were singing David Moyes' Clap Behind. Now, you don't get that accolade easily from West Ham fans to put your name in front of that song.
Not many managers
get that. You know what I mean? And it just shows the respect, and we show him so much respect. And I'm sure he was. I haven't seen the post-match interviews, but I'm sure he will hold his hands up. Wrong decision for me.
It's the wrong decisions because he's missed it. If he scores it, he's a tactical genius.
I've said this in hindsight. I don't know about you two, but I was there. I said, it was tongue in cheek because I didn't think we could. I went, can we bring Noble on? Can we get Noble on? I wanted to get
everyone in that stadium. Like we've missed our last few penalties. You're bringing Noble on in the 95th minute, 94th minute. He scores that. He's an hero. Moyes is a tactical genius, and we walk out of here and we're sitting here talking about a point. Yeah. He's missed. I couldn't watch it because I had a feeling he was going to miss. And the mad thing is, we was only talking on Friday night Pint, me, Scott and Graham, about Mark Noble and his penalties and who's going to be next in line to take penalties. Because we were saying, well, if Noble's not on, you've got Bowen, you've got Rice, you've got Creswell. I mean, for me, all right, they brought Noble on to say that penalty, but for me, if I was Declan Rice,
I'd be annoyed.
I'd be saying, nah, look, let me take it.
I don't want to ever, I'm not being funny, I don't want to ever see Declan Rice take another penalty. I think, honestly, I love him. Everything about his game is good. The last penalties I've seen him take has been poor. I think we've got to look at Bowen. If Ben Rama's on, I'd give it Ben
I
Rama.
said it the other day that he ain't going to score many goals this season, so I'll put him on penalties. I'll put Soufal on penalties.
He just
fucking whack it.
no, but yeah, that's. But do you know
Suchek,
what?
one of them.
That is the thing about the penalty, right? Usually, Noble smashes it. He didn't do that.
If he runs up to it like he's taking a goal kick, no keeper's saving that.
Punts it over the top.
But do you know what? It's one of
It was
one of them
it was
things, innit?
unlike Noble, but look at the pressure, right? You get brought up at the end just to take that penalty.
It's not
Noble
like,
would have wanted that, and he would have known the pressure.
Right, it's not like he's like a first team player or he's just coming back from an injury. He hasn't played. He hasn't played for long parts of last season. He hasn't played for long parts of this season. He got a couple of minutes in Europe the other night as sort of a token of appreciation. I think there's too much to put on him.
Let's have it right though. It was a phenomenal save.
I don't think.
Give it up to the save.
I didn't see it.
He dived. He got one hand to it. He lifted that hand up, and he got the hand to it. It was close.
But I just don't think I think for one, it puts Noble in a position where he can only be
He's a hero or a villain, isn't he?
Yeah, and I don't like it like that because it's his first touch of the season.
But the thing is, Noble would have wanted it. He would have been on that touchline saying, "Get me on, get me on," and they probably went, "Go on, then go on." He thought, "Oh, hang on, I'm only joking."
But it's not Noble's decision. Of course, Noble's going to want to become a hero. You know what I mean? But what I also do think, right, is it shows a total lack of faith in the people that he had on the pitch. Because I think Yarmolenko takes that, and we'll talk about Yarmolenko's performance in a minute, because I think that's where our whole game fell down in attacking wise in a second. But Yarmolenko takes it. I think he tucks it away. He's a good enough striker with the ball to tuck that away.
Yeah, but Noble's a good enough striker with the ball, isn't he? It's just, as Dan said, I mean, I haven't seen it, but if he's pulled off the save.
It was a good save.
You know, if Noble puts that over the bar and puts it wide, it's totally different.
Yeah, De Gea's gone the right way.
You yourself look silly. You made him look silly.
De Gea's gone the right way. Yeah, but he's also got a good touch.
The good thing is, mate, is every fan in that stadium didn't think Noble was silly, and you know, everyone clapped him. And of course, look, at least he's had the bollocks to do it, because there was probably players on that pitch that was hiding away.
Listen, maybe, but I disagree with that a little bit, because I think this West Ham team goes far this season. Like everything in them. Yeah. Like this fight today, I'm not coming away from there thinking, I've lost the game. We haven't folded at all. We've kept on going. It was in the 90th minute fucking a winner. And we thought, nah, fuck that, there's still 3 minutes. And they only put 3 minutes out, and everyone was going, 3 minutes.
I wanted 6.
Fuck that.
We all wanted 6, I wanted 10.
10, yeah. We all thought, fuck that, we're going, and they kept on going. We'll have a similar season to us this season, unless we get a few injuries last season. Unless we get a few injuries in that. Listen,
Moyes has instilled belief in the side. That's the big thing.
You have to criticise the decision in hindsight.
It's hindsight.
But all in all, mate, look, I want to talk a little bit about David Moyes and that European. Apart from Yarmolenko, which we'll get onto in a second, like that European thing, you can see him getting choked up. He deserves his name chanted in front of that, because what he's doing as well. Because I don't think this Man United team looked like world beaters though. They were good. They are a good side.
They've got quality players, world class.
They've got quality all over the pitch. Yeah. But again, we've made a really good team look our level.
Oh, United have walked off that pitch knowing they've been in the game today. And Solskjaer, I see Solskjaer after the game going around to the West Ham players as well, and I think he's recognises that we've given them a good game. You know,
Solskjaer looks stressed on the touchline. I see his face.
They're a Champions League team, and they'll be up there towards the end of the season battling it out.
They could win the league, mate.
Yeah, they could.
They'll challenge.
And you look at someone, he might be 36, but they've got Ronaldo. You know, they've got players like Cavani they can bring on, the Martial they can bring on.
Him.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Cavani and Martial can walk into a lot of teams.
Mate, the squad depth is scary. Lingard as well. And that's the thing. Ronaldo has scored in every game he's played. Listen, for us to come up and we feel upset, we feel aggrieved that we've not come away with something, it speaks to us and our levels and credit to Moyes.
I think in every game I've been to for West Ham versus Man United, home and away, since I've been going football, I've never seen a boring game.
No.
They're always entertaining, isn't they?
That is it. We play good football.
And respect to both sets of fans today. United fans were great. You know, West Ham fans were good. We got behind the team today. And look, it is disappointing that we've lost, but we'll take it on the chin and we'll move on to Tuesday, Wednesday night against United in the Cup.
I mean, you want to talk about Yarmolenko? He doesn't fit our side. Listen, I think he belongs in Europe, in a team in Europe. I think he'll fit someone.
I think with Yarmolenko, I think what it is.
Didn't he win the penalty though? Wasn't it?
He was cross for the handball. Yeah,
that you got to give him that.
I think what frustrates me about Yarmolenko is that we've seen him. We know what he can do. He does it for Ukraine. We know what he can do. I think what it is with him is that I feel like he thinks that he should be starting, and I think that when he comes on, it's like sometimes. I mean, he was chasing and the fans started getting on his back a bit because he's not putting in the effort. Like if that was Antonio, he's chasing him.
I don't think he's got the legs though.
Chases.
I think
you can't come on after, as a professional footballer, mate. You can't come on after 65 minutes, 70 minutes, and not be able to chase.
Do you know what? But the thing is, that's not his game, though, is it?
No, it don't matter.
His game is that slow build up, stop, take the touch.
I'm gonna put him in the same bracket as Hilaire now. If I'm gonna have a go at Hilaire for doing it, then I'm gonna no. But if I'm gonna have a go at Hilaire for not putting in the effort, then I have to have a go at Yarmolenko. Although I think Yarmolenko's a slightly better player and give us a little bit more.
He's very frustrating.
He's not the sort of player you're going to see him sprint down the byline.
No. What you've got to do, there was times, and you could even see, you weren't in the stadium today, we was in the stadium, right?
The crowd was on his back.
You can hear the crowd because he'd start chasing something that, and they'd just stop dead.
Yeah.
Like, and there's nothing to say that you can't just keep on going. Just even if you force a part, you see the way
and
Bowen was moving.
Well, I was going to say, where I've watched Fornells and Bowen do that week in, week out, where they chase them down.
And you can't just stop dead and not do nothing because the crowd notice that. Because when you've got a team that works so hard, like it's been easy for players to do that in the past because everyone's been doing it. Like they're lazy, but this team works so hard for each other. And when you get a player that comes on that just stops dead, or don't want to move, or don't want to run, and that's why I thought Hilaire got bollocks from me a lot of the time, and a lot of the fans. Is that there's no hiding because they work so hard. There is no hiding.
It's weird though because you look back and remember that Chelsea game when he gets the winner against Chelsea at home, and how we sort of broke and the brilliant work he did for that. We know he's quality. That's
what I'm saying.
But
that's the frustrating thing is that we know he's got it. I just don't think he wants to put in the effort.
Even mate, and I said this to you the other week. We have so many rows about Hilaire still, right? Is that I can appreciate lack of talent, but I can't appreciate lack of effort. Yeah. And that's what he gives me, his lack of effort. Look, he's going to be disheartened. He don't get many minutes. You don't get many minutes these days, right? But you've got to fight to the.
But the thing is, the minutes you do get it, that's when you show the manager. That's why you need to pick me.
Yeah, because there's spots to take there. Look, Vlasic is new. It's up in the air. Bowen, listen, I know what you guys said about Bowen. I'm still not sold on him, to be honest. I'm not sold on Bowen. No, I know because Bowen does give you the effort. But the problem I get from Bowen is the goal contributions, the goals and assists. We need to start seeing more from him in terms of goals and assists, especially when he's our second striker. He's our backup to Antonio. We need to start seeing more from him in terms of contributing on the pitch. He did have some chances, but you got to be clinical, and I don't think he's that guy. And so what I'm saying is, there's spots up for grabs for Yarmolenko if he takes it by the horns.
But to me, for me, and I think that's where our game broke down. I think we would have scored again, but if we'd have had someone to bring off the bench.
This is the problem, because I said before, right, this is where we're going to find out if our gameplay, because I thought, right, let's see if Moyes has a secret game plan of we don't need to sign the striker. That's it. Because because instead of signing the striker, we're going to sign Vlasic, because Vlasic can play false nine. He has played false nine, or Vlasic can play behind Bowen, and he's going to give Bowen something that he's been lacking. But we saw today, and I said it on my instant match reaction, if Antonio plays today, we win that game. No doubt. I've seen the chances we've had, the spots we got in. Antonio scores 1 to 2 goals today, and we win that game. I'm telling you, no doubt. And we need something else. It's not good enough.
Obviously, Antonio's not involved as much as we want him involved, and as I said, and that was probably a thing as well, because if Antonio plays today, the two centre-backs for United know what they're up against. Today they sort of didn't, because players were dropping off, and that's what led to the mistakes, and that's what led to the mistake for the first goal as well. And look, as I said, I'm not too disappointed. Obviously, I'm disappointed we lost, because you want to win or at least a point, but I can't fault the performance.
Souček needs to stop shooting from outside the box, though, because right? Because listen, Souček, your strength is in the air, right? Or I've seen him score where he's in front of the keeper one-on-one. He does not score goals from outside the box, and he's getting to that point. We get in players like Antonio. They keep trying. Look, one day it's going to go in, but you're gonna miss a lot more than you score.
Well, it's got to try.
Lay it off, because we had so many shots blocked where we kept trying to shoot from outside the box, and they was getting in front of everything. And even our goal, right? They got in front of our goal. Thankfully, it took the deflection. They didn't block it, right? We need to play our game, and that's where Antonio missing, where we played that nice 1-2 pass and build up.
To be fair to the team, to think the performance that we put in tonight, you wouldn't have think that we went to Europe on Thursday night.
No.
And they've travelled away as well. You know what I mean? So fair play. And then they've got to go again midweek, and then we play Leeds next Saturday, and then we play Europa League the week after. And that's what, look, if you want to be a top team, that's what top teams do.
Do you remember, we didn't even have European football. Do you remember how leggy we always looked? Remember, fitness was always a problem.
And that's the difference.
And now we're so fit.
David Moyes has got this team working hard and fit, and they run for 90 minutes. And as you said, we've seen it in previous regimes, like at the end of Bilic's term and Pellegrini. They look lazy. They didn't look like they want to be there. Everyone looks like they want to play for David Moyes. And as I said, we travelled to Zagreb on Thursday. We've come here today. We've put in a good performance, and we're unlucky not to walk off with a point against a top team.
Yeah, and do you know why it's so disappointing? Look, we're 1-0 up, then we go 2-1 down, then we have an opportunity to equalise. That's why it's disappointing. But the actual performance itself is something to give us so much positivity from against the Man United side. We are going to do well this season.
I don't understand, and I'm going to say this with no irony. I don't understand how David Moyes don't get more credit from the press, from the media, maybe from some football fans.
I think he has been getting, especially in the last few weeks.
But not to the level he deserves.
Look at that dickhead at Leeds. I don't mean to be wrong. Right? Every week, I'm hearing about how good a manager this geezer. They won a game this season, not one.
Yeah, I know that.
They got battered 5-1 by that lot. Yeah. Right? And they ain't want to go. They've drawn with Burnley, and Burnley are
Moyes does not get the credit that Bielsa gets.
Why does he get that money?
Because he's entertaining.
I know we've got entertaining for
that's what
the other team.
No, yeah, for neutrals is they get to see this expansive football.
The thing is with Bielsa, I mean, look, he's manager of Argentina. You know,
he's a good manager, but
and he plays the football that the Leeds fans want him to play. It hasn't worked out so far this season, but look, Norwich. Look at their manager. Yeah. Everyone raves about him. I don't even think they've had a shot on target this season in 5 games. No. They're well, I'm not going to say it just in case, but they're pointless being in the Premier League, a team like Norwich, because they've come up with the same team. They do it every year. They go up, they go down.
The thing is, with managers,
they've earned their place.
They've earned their place. But what's the point if you're not going to strengthen? And what I'm saying is they've done it last time as well. I'm not saying they've done well in the Championship, but that's their level. Yeah. They're not going to come up under that manager. Everyone raves about him as a manager. I see what you're saying about Bielsa so far this season, but the thing is with Bielsa, I see
articles before the last game saying how meticulous he is and how good he is. And all. For me, they've got one way of play. They run at 100 miles an hour. Attack.
That's the same as
it. No, but it hasn't worked so far this season.
That's the problem, and it worked in the Championship with Norwich, with Daniel Farke, Norwich manager, and Bielsa. One way of playing. You've got to have a plan B. When you come up against certain sides, it's like, okay, we're against Man United now, we're against Liverpool. We're not going to sit there and play how we play against other teams, and that's why it don't work. Moyes, the problem is, it's when we come up against the Southamptons who will sit back, and I guess it's personnel. We haven't got a way to break teams down.
Southampton went to City yesterday and got a point.
No, exactly. No, but that's what I'm saying.
They're a hard team to break down.
It's not that I feel like we should be beating them, but what I'm saying is, teams that sit back,
that's when we struggle.
We can't break. That's our kryptonite. Teams that sit back, we can't break them down, and we need a plan B. We need something, and that's personnel. That doesn't come down to players. It comes down to players. We need a way to break these teams down.
Well, we've gone with a plan B today, and it's nearly worked.
No, but that's our plan A. Yeah, and this is our strength.
We've had to do that.
Our counter-attacking, probably one of the top 2-3 counter-attacking teams up there. Us and Leicester, probably best counter-attacking teams in the league. That is our strength. And I think the only problem was today we didn't have Antonio, because we nicked the ball, we pass, and our passing is absolutely brilliant. We don't have that final killer.
But the thing is, we knew we weren't going to have Antonio anyway. So
no, we knew, but that's the problem. We ain't got anyone else.
As I said, I think we've done ourselves proud today. I think every West Ham fan here going home. Look, we've lost. No one likes losing, but we're good with the performance.
But So what do we do Wednesday? I mean, I've done some fan camps today, right? We've got the same lot Wednesday, and I was sickened really by every single fan that I spoke to. And I said about Wednesday. Don't matter to us, Carabao Cup. It don't matter
Big
to
club
us.
mentality now, isn't it? Europe
It's
and
a ridiculous way.
I can understand in a way. I think what it is that we're in that position now that we can't afford to play players like Rice in the Carabao Cup. You know, you're probably going to see Yarmolenko, Lanzini, Noble, Areola. You know, you probably see Soufal drop out of the team and maybe Fredericks come back in. That's when you get to this, you know, Europe is massive for us this season. We proved the way it was on Thursday night. I mean, you two are out there, the buzz. You know, don't get me wrong. I'll take the League Cup now. If you offered me, if we're going to win a trophy, we ain't won a trophy since 1980. You know,
Mate, I would concentrate the League Cup over the league.
no,
I would, because I want the League Cup.
Yeah, but what if we get relegated?
No, I wouldn't want to get relegated.
The league is your main priority.
Yeah.
It's the league, and then for us it's Europa League now, and then you look at the FA Cup and the League Cup as. Don't get me wrong. If we put a team out on Wednesday night and they do a job and they get through to the next round, the longer we go on, we can look to bring in players like Declan Rice and that in the late stages.
No,
but
like, listen, I'll tell you what, and I agree with these people because I don't give two shits about the League Cup this season because look, at the end of the day, it's Man City's fucking trophy. We are in the Europa League this season. We might not be in there again for a long time, right? That is the problem, and listen. Next season, without fail, we're going to be in that Carabao Cup. We're going to be in the FA Cup. We're going to be there. Season, no matter what happens, we'll be in these tournaments. We might not be in the Europa League next year, and we listen.
no, you're right. We're going to be in the Champions League.
Yeah, exactly. but in Europe. But
No,
look,
I know,
Nicky,
I know.
forget everything what happened. Forget all the other shit that we went through, right? The travel, the ultras, whatever. Being there in that scround.
Yeah.
Listen, man, we want that next season. In the scround. No, but we want that next season, don't we?
And this is what I said to me and Scott and Graham said on post-match Pint on Thursday night. This is when you say next level for us. Next level is what we're in now, the Europa League, and you want to be challenging. Going out to Zagreb, which is meant to be the toughest game in our group, and we've gone there, controlled the game and won 2-0. We play Vienna here on the 30th of September. Now we get a win here as well. You're 6 points in 2 games. You've got to start thinking to yourself, right, we win this group, we ignore the Champions League teams coming in and we go straight into the knockouts. And that's when it gets exciting. But we've still got 5 games. There's 5 difficult games still to go. But I agree. I think the Europa League has priority over the League Cup. As much as I'd love to win the League Cup, as you said, it's Man City's fucking trophy.
That's
they should just rename it the City Cup.
No, because that's it. Like, look, we could get to maybe the semi-final, and then what? Maybe we go out of the semi-final. I'd rather get back into the Europa League next season, have a good run. Look, imagine. I think we can win this Europa League. No doubt, no, because it sounds crazy, but look at this, right? Arsenal have got to finals by half-arsing it with shit squads. We, as someone who's taking it seriously, we've got a good squad that are up for it. They look at it as a downgrade. They've looked at the Europa League as a demotion, right? We look at this as progress. Our players are up for it.
That was before you could get in the Champions League with it.
Thing is,
more teams take it more seriously.
Look at last season. Look at last season.
23 years in a row in the Champions League, and for them it is a downgrade. But to us, as you said, we don't have that, so it is an upgrade.
We're going to take it more seriously than Man United and Arsenal. We're playing our full strength team. Why can't we win it? Why can't we win it?
Yeah. I mean, it's going to get difficult when Champions League teams drop into it.
It all depends who drops out, doesn't it?
Before we start talking about, we've still got 5 group games to go. We might have had a great win in Zagreb, but we could lose the next 5 and we could finish bottom.
But that's it. But I'd rather go. I'd rather go Carabao Cup, right? Get Oko Flex in, give him a chance, right? I'm not saying play all youth, but I'd like to see the Oko Flex, Lanzini, Yarma, some of them players.
He probably will,
at least. And look, and if we lose. We lose. Yeah, some of them players, that's their chance. And if we lose, I'd
probably maybe even give Zuma another 45 minutes just to get that.
Maybe I want to see Diop get some more minutes as well.
Diop and Zuma as well.
I want to see Diop more minutes. But that's it.
Diop could
Areola.
be. Diop could be.
And as well, you
a
probably.
starter soon.
Diop looked good with Zuma.
I would probably maybe drop Rice and bring in Kroll to play alongside Souček.
Kroll needs
his mate.
Kroll needs minutes. I want to see Kroll get some minutes. That's the game to play him in. Look, and what I think we do that, and what happens happens. And if we go out of that, I don't care, because the Europa League is everything, and I want to go far in that.
We'll be all right.
Look, we loved it, and I think, listen, Ryan, you're going to Genk with Scott.
Hopefully.
You're gonna hopefully, fingers crossed, everything goes right. But listen, mate, you'll fucking love it, and the fans, it's what it's all about, and we want to be there next season. Moyes is building something, and if we turn into that top 8 side, mate, that's where we want to be, because I don't just want to be up there one season and then finish mid-table
that's what you got to
this
be.
season.
You got to be constantly in that top 8, top 6, and this is what we said last season when we see the progression under Moyes, is that you have to. We're good enough to challenge for that top 6. You look at the way we've been playing this season. There's a lot of people that, I mean, Man United today would have feared playing us.
Easy.
You know, and there's a lot of other teams that will look at West Ham and say, yeah, we don't want to be playing them. It's like what David Moyes said the other day when the reporter said, is it a good time to be playing Man United? And Moyes' response was, is it a good time to be playing West Ham?
Yeah.
And that's the mentality that we have to have at this football club, and we haven't had that for a long time under previous managers.
All right, let's wrap it up there. Thank you very much for joining us on this edition of West Ham Fan TV's post-match Pint. Go and check out all the fan cams. They'll be up very shortly, or they'll already be up by the time this goes up. Check us out during the week. We'll be building up to the Carabao Cup game on Wednesday, and then obviously up to the Leeds game on Saturday.
Check out our Zagreb vlog.
Check out the Zagreb vlog and all the fan cams that we did over in there. Anything else?
No. Check out your Zagreb vlog.
Yeah, Zagreb vlog, man. If you get to that, was, you know what I mean? I put that together quick.
Why didn't you film anything when you lost your flight?
Do you know, I did. I was thinking about, I'm going to put an extended vlog up for the patrons. I wanted to put up a shot. Yeah, I didn't get on my flight.
Danny, a Toblerone,
I was
crying.
I was nearly crying. Yeah.
He was at the gate, yeah, and the lady's going to me like, 1 minute. 1 minute. He's got 1 minute, right?
Yeah.
And his hands are shaking like that, right? And all I remember him saying, because she's going to me, you've got to get on, otherwise no one's getting on, right? And he's shaking, he's going like that. And all I remember him saying to the lady is, I ain't got a temporary address. I ain't got a temporary address.
No. Do you know what?
I even said to the lady when we got to the desk, she was shouting at us, get on the flight, get on the flight.
No, listen, I have to give it up to Nikki. I have to say this because Nikki didn't want to leave me. I said to Nikki, look, Nick, just get on the flight. She was trying to get on the flight. I said, look, Nick, get on.
Mate. I was already made up my decision.
It was all play acting.
Yeah, we take my bag on there.
It was all play acting. No, but Nikki was like, I don't want to leave you. I said, Nikki, get on. And even when Nicky got on, he kept ringing me. He was ringing Dom. He was in constant contact with me and
looking at flights.
Yeah, sending me links. Like, look. And at the end of the day, I'm thankful Dom was there.
Out that form for you, eh?
If only you saw that fucking passenger locator for. It's all bollocks, the travel and all that. But at the end of the day, look.
You don't have to have it on October the 4th.
Exactly, I know, innit? You'll be sorted.
Yeah, Toblerones.
But no, we had a great time. Like I said, the vlog, it shows a lot of that. And I think, look, the patrons, I'm going to put an extended one on. I want to say quick and snappy, and we're going to show a little bit more. So if you're on our Patreon, I promise you, I'll get that up for you when I can, as soon as I can.
Right, thank you very much for joining us. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you're new. Follow us on all our social medias. We're on the road to 60k still, which is very, very close now. We'll be at 60k any time now really. So, so thank you very much for that. One thing left to say, boys.
Come on, you Lions.